we get the news as parents that our child has been bullied at school, there's a lot of feelings that come across us, and a lot of those feelings start to drag us towards actions that might not be as productive or helpful as we'd like them to be. One of the feelings that we'd like, or one of the behaviours or the patterns or the characteristics that we'd like to exude and demonstrate to our kids at this point is often bravery. And often that's because we've noticed that our kids haven't found that. They haven't found the bravery, or perhaps the strategy, or the will, or the opportunity to be able to do something and to be able to stand up to mean behaviour when it's demonstrated in their direction. How does that bravery look in the bravest parent? Well, I've seen parents try to be brave by doing the wrong thing. I've seen them take matters into their own hands by marching down to the house of the student who's been doing the bullying behaviour and having a stern and firm and perhaps even threatening conversation with a parent or with a child at that point. I've seen them go down to the school. I've seen them blame the school for what's been going on and thump desks and to carry on and hope that that somehow will inspire the school to take appropriate or strong action. I've also seen parents who I would describe as being the bravest parent, and they're the parents who understand that whether they like it or not, there's a relationship occurring between the child who is doing the bullying behaviour and the child who is on the receiving end of that bullying behaviour. It's not a positive relationship, it's not a good one, it's not a one that we wish to cultivate further, but it's a relationship nonetheless. And as is the case in any relational problem, the high likelihood of improving that relationship means coming together rather than separating. So sometimes our demands are that we want these kids kept apart. We don't want any more harm done, so we demand unrealistic expectations. They're not allowed to be on the bus together, they're not allowed to be in the same part of the playground together, they're not allowed to be in the same classes together. But what we know about bullying is that when students come together, and this is the school's imperative, the school's responsibility is to create an environment, to create a process where that can happen safely and we can work towards resolution together. We can take responsibility together. We can make things better together. When schools step into that space and when parents ask for that to happen, that's where the best outcomes are most likely to occur. And that takes real bravery. To be a parent who will say, you know what, this might be difficult, this might be challenging, this might not be your fault, you may not have earned this, you may not deserve this. But the best outcome is likely to come if we can sit down together, find out what's been really happening here, allow a young person who's been making a mistake in their behaviour to see the impact of it, and give them the opportunity, in fact, compel them to take responsibility by taking real, genuine, relationship-based action together that can make things a little bit better, that you're doing an incredible service to your child. And you're demonstrating the kind of bravery that can help them stand up for themselves if bullying ever becomes a problem for them in the future. I want to really encourage you to be the brave person, to be the brave parent who understands that coming together is likely to produce the best outcomes, and then work with the school to see if you can have that happen safely.